morning, everybody. I'm Rusty from the Rusty Razor getting the shave of the day, and today we're going to be using Big Dude Barbus. Yep, Barbus. Nice scent. Smell this. It's kind of a kind of reminds me of sort of pleasant laundry detergent. I think it's maybe on the scope of maybe citrus and some lavender and all that kind of stuff that's in it. It's got a nice scent. Ooh, got some soap on this side of it. But yeah, good stuff. Lathered up really nice. It's like it just like a little bit just filled up the bowl. That's one thing nice about it. It does make a nice rich looking lather. Then we have the third use of the Astra blades with the my dad's Gillette Fatboy. Gosh, I can't even think today. It's 1960 Fatboy. There we go. I'm tired. All right, I'm just exhausted. It's like 3 days of no sleep. Just like feel like I'm just gonna pass out. And we're gonna do some Old Spice today. Yeah. If there's anything you need from the Razor Company, there's an affiliate link down below. Just click on that and pick up something, and a little bit go sort of the kickbacks towards the giveaways. Oh man, like brain my damaged head's plugged up. That's part of the problem. Like look at that, just like whoosh, big old lather all over me. It's on me too, on my shirt. Yeah, I think one night was my son's, because he still lives at home. It's like, I talked to him about him, and it's like, him and his girlfriend are thinking about getting together and getting an apartment, but they haven't pulled that trigger yet. Spends all of his days, whenever he's free, he's with his girlfriend over at her parents' place, and then he comes and sleeps home. And one night he's like had the night off or the next day off, and because they never plan on doing something, so he forgot to turn off his alarm. He wasn't home, and the alarm starts going off at 4 a.m. That's the time he gets up when he goes to work. Yeah, he opens up the store, and it's like went off. Like my wife was like, I've only been asleep for maybe not even an hour and a half yet, and the alarm goes off. And we're both like, you hear something? And I think that's my son, you know, his alarm's going off. She's like, you gonna take care of it, or do you want me? So she just got up and took care of it. So that's one night where I didn't get any sleep. And now there was it. My wife and I went to out to dinner, and one of the the meal I had the previous, was all salty, kind of a heavily, kind of a pasta dish, and it was like really salty, so I was like bloated. So the next night, like woke up, went to bed, and it's like about 3 hours later, it's like, gotta go to the bathroom, man. I gotta take a leak. My body decided to go do a purge mode. It's like, oh, you're bloated with all that salty food, and the next thing you know, it's like, oh, let's get rid of it. I couldn't even go more than 2 hours without having to rush to the bathroom and unload the Gotta take a leak, eh? I didn't get any freaking sleep the second night. And then last night, and you hear my head's all stuffed up. I woke up about. Because I always spray my nose before I go to bed. It's like the last thing I do before I crawl in. It's like hit myself with the old nasal spray so I can sleep through the night. I woke up about 2 hours in. It's like 2.5 hours maybe, and I was like, I couldn't even breathe. Everything was plugged. Like, God. You wake up choking. Because everything just fills right up. And that's this morning. You can tell I'm like stuffed. I think some of it might be, this exhaustion. The whole body's like breaking down. So I took care of that, and it's like get up, blurting out, try to, and spray again. Try to go back to bed. No, it's like it didn't really work. So yeah, it's like it's bad. So I get up, eat breakfast this morning, and I was like, I'm gonna go downstairs and check my emails. And I get down there, I'm sitting at my desk, click, yep. Like an hour later, like, I fell practically with my forehead laying on my keyboard. Like, oh my God, I am tired. That reminds me of like when you're in the Army, out in the field, you go do a field exercise or wherever you may be, deployment, and you gotta do patrols and shit like that. Yeah, what are we doing? What time? We're heading out of 200. Doing night patrol. We're gonna do that for 3 nights in a row or something of that nature, and you're like, oh boy. You're always exhausted. Yeah, it's a little harder for me. That a lot of people go, I'm tired. Slurp down the old caffeine. I don't do caffeine. So I gave up caffeine in, was it 97, 98, I think it was. Yeah, it's one of those things. A lot of times, if I can just get past that little hump where I'm exhausted, and then I'm like wide awake, it's like the body just like, hey, we're good. A lot of it's like mental. Like I go down to my desk and start working, at my desk painting, and it's like my brain gets active. And I was like, all right, you're good. All right, and then get to that point. If I'm just sitting there not doing anything, it's like my brain shuts off. And the worst thing is, it probably, when I go to bed tonight, it's like, I'm exhausted now. Like by the time I go to bed, I'm like, hey, it's not sleep now. Like, oh man, type of deal. Last pass. Throat. And I know it's Matthew Lawrence has the same exact problem I got, you know, where his sinuses plug up. And the worst thing is that I feel that like when you finally lay down, it's like everything in it just, a lot of times it just drains into one side and you're like, ugh. It's like having, imagine, you know, when you got a head cold, you know, when you're all stuffed like that, that is every day. Like, it gets exhausting at times. And worst is, I used to get a prescription nasal spray that was really good. I'd spray myself once in the morning, once in the evening, and man, that stuff took care of me. I didn't have any problems. And then the insurance company, well, they got over-the-counter stuff. Yeah. The over-the-counter crap only lasts maybe 2 hours if you're lucky. You know, like the prescription stuff, man, that stuff just like lasted and lasted and lasted. It was equivalent of percentage of the stuff that it's like a saline solution, and the higher percentage, man, that just cleared things up. Man, I could have an actual cold, spray that stuff in there and just clear it right out. And the stuff that you buy now off the shelf, it's like worthless. It works per se, not great. It just works enough to let the insurance company say, oh, we're not covering that. Even though, you know, we live in misery. My doctor, you know, he tried to get the insurance company to cover it. Like, nope, we're not covering it. He needs it. Because, you know, like I described, you know, it's like not getting sleep. It's just like, because there are times when, even with the good stuff, you know, in the middle of the night, was suddenly it just hit like hard. And you're not able to breathe. You're literally choking. You wake up choking. Got this solid phlegm ball. This shows up in your throat. I have no idea why it's that way. It's like, made it like almost like you're getting an allergic reaction to, you know, breathing. We had my dad way back in the 70s, I remember, he had the same exact problem. And what they did was they drilled holes into his sinuses to allow it to drain better, so it wouldn't plug out. Kind of like I said, it's like having a really bad head cold, but it's every day. I can guarantee you, if I able to sleep through the night, I'll sleep. It's one of those nights where I'll sleep for 6 hours, if I don't get interrupted by anything. You know, I'll let my wife know that don't wake me up. I got nothing on my schedule tomorrow. I try to get some sleep. And when I say 6 hours, for me 6 hours is like, wow, holy crap, I got a lot of sleep. Typically I sleep about 5 on an average. Sometimes, every once in a while, like this, where I'll, you know, sometimes I get 6.5. It's like, wow, a lot of sleep. Yeah, my brothers, you know, they would sleep 10 hours. And I'm like, how in the hell do you sleep 10 hours? You know, I would stay up late at night reading. And, you know, when I was a teenager, so stay up late at night, read, then go to sleep, and just wake up all nice and chipper. You know, I got 6 hours. I'm good to go, you know. Have that, go to bed sleep about midnight in my room, and then get up at 6, 5:30 or 6 in the morning, because, you know, you got to do some quick chores before you had to go to school. Ooh, right here. Owie, stinging. How bad stinging here. Yeah, that's part of the thing with the Barbus. Man, it provides the slickness that you need, but it's not overly, really slick. It's a good soap. Smells good too. All right. Yep, that was Old Spice. Oh yeah, put that back up on the shelf, or back there. Okay. Shave Day, everybody, was brought to you by Big Dude's Barbus. Man, nice little scent. Nice shave. And that goes down here. Ooh, there you go. There, I'll go away. And then, almost dropped it on the floor. Third use of the Astra blades with the Gillette Fatboy, 1960. That's my dad's razor. It's always nice to bring back memories of him using it. Man, that's a nice combo for scenting wise. Well, smells good. Alright, so that's the Shave Day, everybody. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.